Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine and dandy. Let's give it the usual text, which is this and that. There we go. Friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we are back for our next game, which is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. There we go. It's very easy to mix the two titles up. God damn it.
Yeah. Been there many times. And at some point, Will of the Wisps kind of just replaced the Blind Forest for me, and I just refer to both games as that, so I'll be fine with this one.
There you go. Right, let me unmute you and then we can move on. Before that, though, I did notice off screen, you stepped away for a second. What happened there?
Yeah, so apparently my controller does not work in game, and I don't know why. I thought maybe it was because I plugged it in so it's charged, and that maybe, Windows did stupid stuff then, but no, Steam perfectly finds it. And
have you enabled it? You need to check and see if the control support was enabled for that game.
In the game?
I think if you bring up the Steam UI, you should be able to check for controller stuff. Now I have to fact check this myself to make sure I'm following the same steps as he is. 1 second. I mean, does it work for you right now, or? Okay, if you bring up the Steam page, there should be a little controller icon. Just make sure you click on that.
So this sim it has unknown controller support. But
just enable it. Whatever it says, enable it.
Okay.
It's Steam being weird because you're using PlayStation 5.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, apply that logic to every game possible. Alright, now we can switch over. Okay. So,
do you know that this was this was published by Microsoft and for the Xbox?
What gave that away? I mean, I can't tell. I mean, there's like a little thing at the bottom left, but I don't know. Is it even there?
I don't know. It doesn't look like anything to me.
What benefit would you even get for signing in anyway?
I don't know.
I will find this out for you as you start the game. Oh, you 100% it. How dare.
I like those games, okay?
It's Metroidvania.
I can play on easy because platforming's still going to be hard, so I just don't want to get stuck on boss fights or something like that.
Let's see. I think
I think I've played too many Sony games where it just perfectly works with the PS5 controller.
The thing is, though, if you got a PS4 controller, you would have gotten the same support you had with the PS3, but PS5 wants to be weird. Let's see. Okay, so for logging into your Microsoft account, it is exactly what I think it is. It's just a better sync up with if you had an Xbox account. So say if you played this game on Xbox, you would have the same achievements.
Okay. I got my Steam achievements, the only ones that actually matter.
I mean, you do have a Microsoft account, but we don't use it much.
Yeah.
So I think they've opted out using that unique engine previously. Now they're 3D models.
Must protect.
I'm not sure if they focus on this much, because I noticed this while I was figuring out the model for the thumbnail. Ku's wing is, well, one wing is damaged. Interesting detail.
They pay attention to this. It's intentional.
Okay, good. Kind of hard to see, really.
Yeah.
Yoink!
Yeah, mine now.
Okay, so default thought seeing that there's a claymation TV series called Trapdoor, and there was an episode specifically of a character doing exactly that. Just yoink. know these things. I'm pretty sure you can fly, for you are a bird.
And
Don't ask me how it works, though.
you gotta figure this out for yourself.
It's a good start, though. We'll glide there. Let me tweak audio. This game is a bit quiet on my end. There we go.
Wait, we haven't figured out what she eats this whole time.
Grub worms.
It works for lions, so. So yeah, I thought you put Meta King into my head.
I'll blame Disney for trying to make a prequel that shouldn't even need to exist. So, is there a reason why her wing is damaged, or...?
Yes, probably because, the egg got a bit hurt during the events of the last game.
I can't remember if they were even damaged, that's the thing.
And they also were free, so... I have the last scene not entirely in my mind, but didn't the giant all just fly back in an attempt to save them, give a life to protect them.
So I'm guessing all your abilities from the previous game are gone, because of course. Metrovania logic.
Guess why would you want to be overpowered at the start of a new game?
I think you're.
I think I'm starting to get.
I think you're supposed to move. There we go.
Yeah. Too good of transitions.
Yeah. He's like, am I supposed to? Can I interact now? I can't tell. Prompt me, game. Prompt me.
Oh, immersion.
I was gonna say I didn't want to ruin the moment. I'm gonna give right. So Banjo-Kazooie, its sequel game Banjo-Tooie, it actually lets you use all the abilities you unlocked in the previous game straight up. It doesn't take any of them away. It just actually just progresses your abilities instead of just regressing entirely. That's actually quite impressive for sequel standards.
That is, yeah.
I don't see why they're letting you keep this thing. Pretty sure you're gonna get rid of it in a second.
Yeah. Also, don't ask how I got this feather.
I mean, you didn't yoink it or anything. You literally just found it.
No, you found it after you dropped a bunch of fox on her mother.
I'm not sure this is gonna work as intended. Alright, let's see how long this will last.
This is amazing.
I can double jump! You glide if you hold the button? Oh, okay. Amazing, you managed to get that much control of one feather compared to multiple feathers. Yeah, wing logic.
Yeah, game logic for a bit, but we probably have enough control with the other hand, with the other wing.
Nah, wings are fickle things. You need a lot of arm movement to make them work. Having him be one feather, i.e., well, I mean, as one stationary arm, because that feather ain't gonna bend or do any of that shit.
Yeah, which actually kind of think about the fact that birds evolved is insane.
That's the same question to bats.
Like, how long it took us to figure out how to make this work? And it's like, oh yeah, we just randomly did this.
Evolution. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
To infinity and beyond.
So, where are you guys heading? I just wanted to tag along. So this is like an entirely different tree that happens to look very similar.
Yeah. And you gotta need a bit of a new setting and you know. It's a bit far, you should land.
Yeah, that's your cue to stop flying. That's the thing, I never figured out how to land. Okay, well, the stakes don't seem as high as previously, but still. Also, a cat.
Kinda look a bit like us, don't they?
You better start by going left. Good man. Go against the norms. Actually, that's the thing. The very first Metroid, in order to make progress, you do have to go left.
I just get to die in here, am I? No. Good.
Can you double jump, or is it just fluke there?
No, I can't yet.
You have to hold it to go higher. Oh, no swinging mechanics?
It seems not.
What happened to the feather? Is like you let go of that, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. My arms are too weak.
It is odd that there is no in-game explanation to why all your abilities are gone.
I'm not 100% on the law, but I think there is because like we got it by interacting with the trees, but when we saved the tree, we gave it back, something like that.
Yes? I don't know. That one's a freebie. That one's freebie. They just gave that one away. You can't punch. You can't be violent here. That's not allowed.
I wanna punch stuff.
No.
Yeah. That's what you get for falling from platforms.
You would have gotten it eventually.
It seems like there's somebody here.
Nope.
Maybe
Not,
later.
not right now.
Fire.
Oh, now you can attack. Okay. You just need a stick to do it, not your fist.
I mean, I don't think that Ori has a lot of punch speed.
But is powerful enough to swing a stick.
Yeah.
Flawless logic.
Oh, wait, where did you die?
Fire indeed hot. Does that run out eventually, or?
I don't think so. I think the game isn't as mean in the first two.
Sorry, Ocarina of Time has trained me to use the stick sparingly.
Yeah.
For the stick is mightier than the sword. Hello, talk.
Yeah, collect the keystones.
It may cost you a coin or two.
Yeah, I'm going to do protagonist stuff.
It's what I'm here for.
Oh, I don't auto-collect that stuff anymore. Yeah.
Oh right, you don't have treasure magnet right now.
Yeah. That honestly should not be a skill that you have to unlock in any game.
Meanwhile, in Kingdom Hearts. Back you vile fiend! Ban it! Okay, we slaughtered an innocent animal. Good job, us.
Hey, wasn't innocent. It attacked me first.
Did it?
I mean, maybe because I just had fire on me. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
It's a...
That did look like it was part of the background.
Yeah, and I think I kind of tried jumping on it and then it didn't, so I was like, okay, guess not here.
This is kind of the problem with these environments. Sometimes they're too vague if they're not clear enough.
Yeah.
Now, where's the other one?
The other one, blockheaded.
Couldn't you just given us the key earlier? Wrong one.
Yeah. Everything looks the same here. Hey.
Not sure what he's getting out of it, considering.
He's probably can fly.
Yeah, but it's just like, I'm gonna give you this keystone for nothing.
Hey, sometimes people are helpful. Is there something in the background that I should be worried about?
Ah, it's fine. Move on.
Okay.
Look at the pretty door opening.
And it actually doesn't hurt me. Which
Oh.
craft is this?
Right, yeah, you couldn't do that in the previous game, could you?
Yeah.
Or he learned how to hold his breath. Why do they always portray wolves in a negative light? Okay, not immensely clear this is a chase sequence. That looks more like an arena to me.
Yeah.
Sure as hell keep it tight. Stay back! I have fire. I know how to use it. I guess you go back. Go towards the beast that ran away. Yeah, sure.
It doesn't like to go the other direction, but no.
It does look like that fire is spreading, though.
Oh. I'll probably find a jump down here.
Nope. Do you have a mini map, by the way? Let's get an estimate of how big this area is. All right, zoom out. Oh, I thought it was gonna do the whole, big, like, map detail thing, not map select screen. The scale of that screen doesn't mean shit.
Some spider webs here. That's probably fine.
So is there a limit to climbing up singular walls, or am I misremembering?
There isn't.
Oh, I know one of these. I'm gonna go touch it. It works before it'll work again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, remember, we lost the pass because Sai isn't with us, Sign isn't with us anymore. That's why we actually could do half of our stuff.
Right, we needed an extra assistant thing to do it.
I swear, we leave them alone for 5 minutes.
Why are we even in this game? I'm pretty sure we won't be relevant until way later.
Yeah.
No shit. Like, yes, the white glowing thingy. Yeah, you don't say. Well, at least it's a different attack type. Okay, slices one. Okay, so
better than the torch.
I mean, it's the same principle, just now made of light instead of fire. So at least moveset wise, it's now different compared to the previous game.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, in the original game, that was kind of an issue. You didn't really have much hand-to-hand combat in the original game, did you?
Yeah, and it was fun because it's still primarily a platformer, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was kind of annoying. You couldn't really attack them. You was either shoot them with beams or kick them. That was it. You couldn't really directly attack them.
Yeah.
I mean, you could jump on them, but that was, 50-50.
Yeah. I think you actually couldn't jump on them. I think they just hurt you.
No, there were select enemies you were allowed to jump on, but again, select. Yay. Treasure magnet. There it is. Now it costs 2 AP, and we have 2 AP? Oh, okay, so this is... Because you don't have like a upgrade tree like before then.
I think there was some upgrades, but yeah, they kind of revamped the whole leveling system.
Okay, I mean, I get why. As a sequel, they probably want to see if they could do things differently without completely rewriting the concepts, basically.
Yeah. And I think for the most part they did a good job, like, you can customize it a bit more, but I think at the maximum you don't get as much stuff as you did previously, but
that also means that they can give you more creative and very powerful abilities, but to compensate that, you can only have 3 slots.
Yeah. Okay.
Still haven't found a key.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess you're just going back down that route again. Got a map, I think the game's telling you. That way to the right, I guess.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't go down there, yeah.
No, up. Or are we down?
I was already up.
No,
just did.
Oh wait, you can't get up there, that's why. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm dumb. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong things.
No, anyways, I was also confused. You're going to start hiding these things better at some point.
Oh yeah. So is there a menu for the yellow abilities there?
I think you get this in the hub world.
It's not a pause menu now.
No, I don't think. I think I only. I think I might have played Plant Forest more than one of the Wisps, but I actually don't know.
Well, factually, yes, you have, because, you know, you replayed it for the stream.
Yeah, true.
I do remember catching you playing it at the very end of the game, but that's it. This was ages ago. I don't even remember the context. I think I just remember seeing you playing it, but I genuinely can't remember why it was, because I think it needed you for something, but I can't remember. It's been so long now.
I have no idea about it.
It's just you were in the middle of finishing the game, and I guess I just asked. He's like, "Hey, can I see what you're doing?"
Yeah. So,
oh, finally. Oh, it's a very, very short double jump. More for distance than height, isn't it?
And I think I just backed it up because
right, do you need to constantly tap, or can you just hold jump when you're going up the walls?
I don't know, maybe.
Alright, I need you to test that theory, because that will determine whether you can bounce off walls consistently or not. Or you can just, you know, climb up them now.
Oh, yeah, because I think that's the shot thing I just got. So now we will do this.
That's the thing. The sticky wall ability was a thing you had previously that was damn useful. Now it's been designated to a lesser upgrade that should be permanent. So, yeah, it's kind of like a risk-reward system. I had a previous game that had a similar issue. It was like, this is all stuff that was a latent ability previously. Why'd you... Mario, not Odyssey, Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder had the same thing, because it's basically the new Super Mario Brothers game, specifically like the jump twirl thing. That's an upgrade you have to have now, instead of just being part of the preset movement that we've had before. I don't know, it's like, yay, upgrade system, but downgrade at the same time. Like, to have an upgrade system, we had to strip away the abilities that were there before, and now you have to choose. You can't have all of them now.
I'll just check out what's done here.
You need the ground stomp, which you don't have, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a distance double jump than a height jump. I mean, I've seen worse double jumps. The one in Sonic Forces is abysmal. Like, that one is terrible.
It's a Sonic game. It shouldn't be abysmal.
No, it's just like, it's such a downgrade, because it's supposed to replicate the double jump from Sonic Colors. But Colors is useful, while the one in Sonic Forces is so negligible. It's just like, is it even there? I didn't even notice it.
Don't get crushed by the border.
Now I want to know if you can.
I don't want to try.
Oh yeah, there's a question. How's the saving gonna work here? Because in the previous game you had that constant make your own checkpoint thing.
Yeah, that got removed.
So now it's all automated checkpoints.
Yeah, I think so, and then you have like your overall game saves.
I kind of get it. At the same time, it's a very unique. It's a very unique mechanic because it's essentially save states, but at the same time, you could end up screwing yourself because of that.
Yeah.
Because just like save states, if you put your save in the worst place possible.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, I better save now. But I mean, I just died half a second later.
I've been there.
And this is also something I kind of feared with XCOM at some point. It's like, if I
Over relying on it, yeah.
Will I kind of just screw up my strategy game so much that I cannot recover from it?
You just basically undo every choice you make. You'd be like, that didn't work out. Let me try again in variant B, C, D, E, F. Just keep going till you get the one you're happy with. And then the next step.
But good thing it turns out I actually needed to go down there.
So,
it's cute how Ori is holding the door even though it's not there anymore.
Animation oversight. So this game, I don't think it got any extra content, unlike the original game where it got that Game of the Year edition.
No, I think that it's just like it's there, but yeah.
I mean, kind of makes sense because the previous game was made on a simpler engine, it being almost purely 2D, so it's probably not as in depth to make. There's a lot of environmental shit you're not seeing on how they did it here in this one. I think there's a lot more 3D stuff going on here than the previous title.
Could be, yeah.
The fact that the character models are 3D are a good indicator.
So, Moonlight Suicide, the ones that made this, also just released the game in early access.
Oh, have they now?
Yeah.
I need to figure out what that game is. It's not the next story game.
No, it's not. It's its own thing, and has apparently potential, but seems apparently not the best start technical wise. But I haven't watched the full review video, so take it with a grain of salt what I'm saying.
I need to know what the hell the game is called.
I think No Rest for the Wicked.
Yep, let me have a look what it is. Oh, it's a very different art style for sure. And it looks like a
RPG.
I was gonna say Dota looking game. Yeah, very different contrast in style from what they've done before, but that's how games work. In most media, you gotta try different art styles and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it even shows you where you got certain abilities then? Or is, what is that, a hint?
No, I think that's like marks what stuff you couldn't find before.
Okay.
I think that should be the map maker now. Try to figure stuff out still. I will come back in the groove eventually.
Glowing tree thingy, you're not gonna...
No, that's the glowing tree thing that I already evoked.
Oh, I was usually... No, whatever.
Can I even get to you? That's the question.
No, not without You can't even bounce off of enemies yet.
Yeah. Some point I will be able to do it again. Alright, can I go? Okay.
The only way out is up.
The combat is a bit nice to know that you actually have to aim and it's not completely automated.
You weren't here 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, I was exploring.
What even is the currency of this place? Ah, there it is. So these things used to be what you spend on for upgrades. Now you spend it for paper.
Let's see, I know where stuff is.
Oh, it even shows you. Okay, I don't think it shows you everything. It shows you the core upgrade stuff, but not like specific items and shit. So there's an upgrade tree there, but you can't get to it right now. Is there a legends thing? Press Y or triangle in your case.
Well, that just goes to map with that.
It's triangle for you, so press that.
Oh.
There you go. Now you know what's what.
Yeah.
Would have been easier to have a legends bar. That's what most games do, but that's just as good.
Yeah, it works. Am I not? Oh no, I'd have to go left and then go up. Yeah. Where do I go left?
Yeah, if the game's not saying no, keep going.
Okay, no. Energy, so probably can't reach yet.
You should be able to get back with the build as you have right now. I don't think you went that way though. My explorative instincts are telling me you should go the other way. Yeah, it's grayed out. You haven't been that way. Check that area first.
You mean down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? There might be a health upgrade. You're doing this the very hard way.
Then am I not doing things the hard way?
Oh, that'll do till late game, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, I think you can also upgrade some of those, yeah.
Okay. Well, this would be useful to you if you've got like stupid amount of HP. Then it'll become useless.
Alright. Switch it with something offensive because that's how I play.
Alright. That is the benefit. You can have different playstyles of how Ori will play out. Like, I'm positive that Ori will have different types of weapons. Like, you know, right now you got a basic sword. I'm positive there's going to be like a slow hammer type attack, which I will probably use the hell out of.
Okay, go on.
Well, it's different playstyles. I like a heavy and hard hitting weapon.
It's just like, yeah, there's a hammer attack. So it's like, how many others can you guess?
Okay, well, some form of archer bow type thing, because it has to be.
Yeah. That's obviously gonna be given most of the time, but yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think like different variants of projectile. There probably wouldn't be too many because that make this game unfair. By default, I'm thinking like some sort of throwing dagger type thing, something like that. Naturally, some form of explosive. There has to be. Imagine most of the attacks though are going to be trying to reutilize any of the grabbing mechanics from the previous game. Because imagine a lot of the mechanics stuck around because programming.
Yeah. Thank God. Let's find out if I can proceed that way. If not, extras.
Well, you'll do what you did in the previous game where you picked up a couple keys in the extra area and then just left.
And I think I can go on here. Okay.
Well, the game is hinting you to go to the right, so you should probably listen to that for the time being.
But I want to explore.
You can explore better when you have the right gear.
Yeah. And I'm also been best happy that I didn't really explore because at the end of the story or close to the end, like I like something that's really useful for getting stuff.
This is kind of why I told you to be slightly hesitant on exploration with God of War. Because of certain story reasons, also you're gonna need certain things way later, so you might as well make your life easier. Just keep rolling with the story.
Yeah. Then you can't overgrind the 7. This is also something I enjoy doing.
Yeah, Ragnarok did this idea a bit better though. Monkey. Hey, wait, I got it on here. Where is it? Where is it? I gotta find it before. There it is.
Monkey.
So I wonder how long it'll take for them to do a whole Sun Wukong thing. I mean, he's got a stick and everything.
Oh yeah.
Monkey King. It's easy reference to make.
Right, because like
no, Journey to the West. How dare you not knowing Japanese culture or Chinese culture?
But because there's a Dota hero that's pretty much just sung. Oh, they thought it was a Dota thing.
No, it's based on the myth character of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, which is what Goku's based on, by the way. If you couldn't tell, Son Goku, it's in the name.
So, which one do you think will be the
best?
Hammer. Yeah, it's the one that can destroy unstable ground.
Oh, that's just useful in general, then.
Yeah.
So is this your replacement for the ground pound, then, or?
Yeah.
Bye. Okay, so I guess you now have to equip it, or what?
Why can you only equip it at...
There must be a tab somewhere. What happens if you press the button that has nothing on it?
Nothing.
Okay, it's weird. It's just like, you just gypped me, man. I bought your thing, how do you use it? Sucker.
It's going to help me if I don't tell you.
Well, Phil's try all the buttons. At least you don't have to time it, thank God. What happens if you just keep holding the button?
Okay, I have to...
Yep.
There you go.
What happens if you just keep holding it?
I don't hold it, it's like I just do the...
Okay.
Not to...
Button prompt. Right. Did give you quite a forgiving amount of range with that sword, by the way. Any other game would be quite close range.
And I missed out this.
And you use the sword swing to extend it.
I think it kind of kills a bit of my momentum, so...
Okay, fine. Be boring.
I don't like you.
Oh, thank God. You know what we're talking about.
No.
Meanwhile...
In the woods of despair.
All she wanted to do was fly, god damn it. I could have done that.
No, it's in the background where I can't reach this magical barrier.
That's gonna happen a lot, isn't it? When you do a jump and it just eats the second jump.
Yeah. How did you get here?
It's just mere statue. You wouldn't know.
Maybe we should add some.
You're not looking at it right. It clearly has eyes.
See? Yeah. Perfectly capable of flipping switches if the game lets me.
As long as it's on your dimensional plane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you. Just rushed past you. Okay.
Go down, you fool. Alright, this has gotta be a new ability, not an old one, right? Ah, there's the bow.
Left trigger, that's how I sense stuff.
Yeah, that works. Oh, it's not as slow as I thought it'd be. So, right, I get the feeling that the hammer is going to be a default for a while for that ground pound thing, unless there are other things that do ground pounds. Oh, that was pure accident. Maybe. Yeah, this is kind of the problem. It's like, I'm pretty sure the ground pound's going to be a mandatory ability you're going to be using a lot.
Yeah.
Having just 3 weapon slots kind of slows it down. I think it would be better if it was like a quick item select, maybe, something like that. This is a difficult thing to implement right. This is kind of why it always bothered me in, like, it's gonna take a while till we get around to Arkham Knight, but Arkham Knight had a similar problem where you had to pull up a menu just to bring up the tool item you want to use, whilst in the previous Arkham games it was pretty quick with just pressing the D-pad with what you want and non-disruptive of pulling up a menu. Is that just me?
Yeah.
It just always bothered me. It's like, it slows the pace down. Like, yeah, it gives you a minute to breathe while you pull out the menu as the world stops, but at the same time it's like, no, I liked it when it was real time, quick, fast thinking, because that's Batman. That's how he works. He doesn't have the time to think. He just thinks on the fly because he's smart and clever and shit. That's how it works, by being clever.
Do not indulge the fandom.
I guess this wants to show you can do it mid-air.
Yeah. I think the time was supposed to which is it.
Yeah, so you can probably use it to buffer for a landing if you want to. Actually, I need to know,
Yeah,
can you cancel out...
Because
Go on.
Spider-Man also does this, and so does Horizon as well, but it's like... okay, it kind of slows it down, and yeah. I mean, you can use it to advantage a bit, but well...
It just disrupts the flow if you're in the moment. Hello, goodbye.
I can actually talk to you. No.
Seem to do it every week, to be honest. This place is nothing but merchants, I see. Risk-reward system.
Yeah.
There's also upgrade, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, see, this is where you upgrade your abilities.
Yeah.
I see no reason to upgrade the treasure magnet. It's already good enough as is.
Yeah. It's like, I do for a bit more resilience. That's come on, mate.
It's good
Especially
trade.
in the beginning.
Okay, so I need to know, if you just do one jump, use the bow, can you cancel out of it by doing a double jump? Or are you allowed to do that? Yes, you are. Okay, good to know.
And I probably should have played into that at the top.
I just want to know the mobility. Just means it's like it's good if you want to fire and then quickly correct yourself as you're going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very alive, thank you very much.
I think this is time trial stuff.
This is a time trial. Why wouldn't it be? To be fair, I'm not a very big fan of time trials for a Metroidvania, but we'll see how stingy they are with this one.
They're not mandatory, so yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And back home on me, platforming and missing everything on my way down.
I have to ask if this is a thing that bothers you as well, because I notice this every once in a while. So recently I played the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I just now finished, playing the extra story DLC thing, whatever, Integrate, I think that's what it's called. No, Intermission, sorry. They both have Inter. In Intermission, for some reason, they threw in this extra side minigame thing, which is a trend I seem to notice in a lot of games as of late. I mean, thanks Witcher 3 with the whole Gwent thing. It always bothers me they throw in this extra little side minigame that has a lot of depth into it. I'm like, couldn't you just sold this as its own game if you were so insistent about it? I mean, thank God it's not mandatory, but I'm like, oh, there's a huge quest line here that I'm outright ignoring because I don't want to tolerate this bullshit of game mechanics that I didn't sign up for.
Yeah, Wind West also has one, and I've never played it once.
Yeah, Shovel Knight had that too, specifically with the final character thing with King Knight. Forgotten the name. But yeah, similar card game based mechanic things. Like, I didn't sign up for this. Thankfully, you can ignore it. But the point being is, like, you set up all this time and focus on gameplay mechanics is like, should I be ignoring it? I mean, okay, when you start the story for King Knight, the initial thing you do with it is mandatory. But after that, then you can do whatever you want. You can just ignore it. But it's just at the same time, it's like, you put way too much focus and effort and dev time on this.
Yeah.
I should not be ignoring it, but I don't care.
Also, this took me way too time to figure out what I had to do there.
Well, there's a lot of options here.
Like, oh, I have to hit it again, it isn't time-based.
Well, considering the ones earlier were time-based, understandable mindset to have. So, does using the bow cost energy then?
Yeah, it does, but...
Yeah, of course it does. Did it?
What?
Yeah, that first one didn't do anything. Weird.
I mean, the first one allowed me to kind of get here, but I reach you. Okay, I can reach you.
Ah, that works. Now just shoot it again.
Okay.
Just pull it across. No, there we go.
This is how so.
Heave! Heave!
With all my might.
Oh, good. It's not slippery here. Thank fuck.
Yeah, it's like, I have to be quick. But no. Merciful game.
What are you doing? Dangerous game there, boy.
You're not wrong. I could say I know what I'm doing, but nobody will believe me on that.
Are they solid platforms? You can't, like, jump under them?
I think that they're solid.
Thank God there's an auto-lock on this shit ain't manual.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is a bit manual, but, yeah.
Like, you can aim it, but yeah, it definitely does, like, oh, you aim in this direction, well, you hit it now. Let's just go back up, or maybe to get something here.
Okay, I was just thinking, it's like, there sure is a whole lot of absence of something. Yeah, because we don't have our fairy buddy. There's not much story being told to us right now. I mean, we have the, other characters of the world doing that job for us, but it is kind of an unusual feeling. It's like, oh, where's my Navi? Kind of need it.
Where's my old friend? That's a more important question. I think they also give you way more energy than last time.
Yeah, because you didn't run out at all there. I didn't even feel it. Just shoot it.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I have the option to shoot stuff now.
I think the game knows when you're shooting at platforming targets instead of... I think, like, it won't waste energy if you're just using on mechanic stuff. If it's on an enemy, then I think it uses a shot.
That could also be that, yeah, that they found a bit of a fail safe. And yeah, our choice already paid off, because I could break down that wall.
Now we can explore all the shit. Well, almost all the shit, but, a good amount.
If I go there, I will just get crushed, don't I?
Is it a... You can just step forward and come back. Ah. You make this work, damn it. Like I said, you'll make it work.
Yeah.
Well, at least the automated checkpoint system works. You don't need to jump there, you can just hang on. Or, right, bow logic.
No need of.
Just shoot it!
Yeah, I kind of forget that I have that option now. Oh.
This is fine.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll come back to that later.
Yeah, this is evidently done, unless I have to. Ah. Stop it. I have to go up here. Okay, yeah, you can go down there yet.
You can get up there. Hang on, you can get up there. If you go back to the... What? Just jump on that little ledge, it should give you the height you need.
Yeah?
Yeah, that. You can make that, I know it. It's fickle. It's like you just need a tiny smidge more. Where's the high jump? I need it.
It's a bit like, I kind of want to swing sideways.
Can't do that. Sorry.
No.
Not allowed.
Maybe if I go up here first, there's some... Okay, now I can swing up there.
You can't even go back up. So the only way forward is down.
See if I get the upgrade that allows me to do this stuff.
Kind of like how Guacamelee does it. You're just forced into an area you can't get out of, so it's just like,
yeah.
I can't move forward till it lets me out.
Of it.
This might be the throwing item, maybe, that you can only see is how you're supposed to get back out.
Let me out.
nice. You have a bit of fast travel now.
Okay.
You have to find the pedestal, though. That's the thing. Didn't really investigate the rumor because you haven't done the trial yet. Oh, hello. You have a weak spot on your back. I'm gonna exploit that.
No, I'm not. I guess it's the... I have to...
How about you use a hammer? That's a good option, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, do I have to play the Run Into the Wall game with you?
Probably, but you have a hammer, so I say fuck that.
Yeah. I really should use the hammer more.
I'll smash it with the hammer.
You know, what tool do you use to hammer a nail?
Another nail.
I even weirdly enough use the double jump while jumping off.
There it is again. Eats the second jump because reasons. Yeah, it doesn't look like this is... Okay, this is a mechanic that it needs to be better used because it's a sorely misunderstood mechanic. In a lot of games, especially if you have a double jump or whatever, there needs to be a bit of leeway when you're going off the edge of a platform. Tempting as it is for realism, it is more satisfying to allow for a bit of error when you're falling off the side of a platform, because more times than not, it's just going to eat the second jump rather than use up the first one. But also as a secondary mechanic, that is something that is really slept upon. So as a mechanic, it makes absolute sense for it to exist. Because you have a double jump, there needs to be a little bit of an input leeway when you've jumped, landing on a platform, and you want to jump again. More times than not, you end up using the double jump rather than just jumping on the platform. That is a mechanic that most people don't acknowledge even exist. Because it's like, oh yeah, right, I want to just keep jumping, not just use the double jump when I'm on the next platform. Kirby does that with its most recent game, Forgotten Lands. Because it's a 3D platformer, it needs that little jump buffer because of how Kirby works as a platformer. It's something that you don't really think about until someone points it out. It's like, oh yeah, right, that is an absolute must mechanic that needs to exist. Because if you don't have that, most of the time you just end up not landing on the platform. You're just constantly correcting yourself.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that this is kind of what I've been doing because my timing's not good.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the first mechanic I can see, because it's more accurate on how you're jumping off the platforms, which means you're running off of them and never using the first jump. But that also means that any platforms that have any, very tight, small surfaces is absolute nightmare hell, and you're just constantly correcting yourself, getting back onto the platform to get the first jump.
Yeah. And do I just jump? No, I should jump to this one first, right?
You should probably be able to get to the other side of that wall with the dash. It let you. This is where you start fighting with the mechanics.
Yeah. Only I was good at platforming games. Why do I do this to myself?
You chose it.
Yeah. So how long did it take that you were back in the world where you can critique my game choices?
I'm sure I'll regret it once I get around to my Metroidvania, whenever that comes around next. Probably Metroid Dread, actually, judging by order of games I've done.
I'm actually really excited for Dread.
Yeah, you only played like a little bit of it, didn't you? And the Emmys were terrifying, weren't they?
Yeah. And I kept getting confident so often that I actually started to
learn the counter.
Yeah. Like first time, that's amazing. And then you're still like, oh my god, what do I do now?
Thing is, while that is impressive, each Emmy has a different counter timing.
Yeah.
Because they knew what the fuck you were doing. It's like, no, we don't want you actually encountering these things. Run the fuck away. How dare you?
I didn't mean to hold. Jump. I am holding A.
When you doing the second jump? Oh yeah, that's your maximum height. But yeah, game choice. Yeah, it's probably Metroid Dread next. But I haven't done the official Metroid 2 remake, Samus Returns. I did do AIM2R, but that's the fan-made one. I haven't done the official one. Although, the official one is solid. It's not as good. Ooh, finally. It's not as good.
That's my next one.
Yay! Yeah, it's not as good as AM2R. It is fun though. I mean, you know, it was the same devs who did Dreads. You know, it was them getting to feel of how a Metroid game works, and it's like, yeah, you did a good job of that. Do you want to do the actual official next game? Yes.
Yeah, I had a lot of good things about that. So yeah.
I'm not sure if I can't remember if I actually bothered pre-installing Samus Returns on your 3DS, so if you need a 3DS title, there you go. Actually, there's a question. When's the last time you used your 3DS?
A while ago.
Nah, fair. I mean, I'm equally guilty. I keep trying to mentally... Like, it's just like, I've got games on here I really should be playing, like the other Pokemon titles. Because I revisited X and Y not long ago. I was like, it's still a solid Pokemon title compared to my experience with Black and White. Overrated piece of shit. Sacrilege. Heresy. I should not be saying such things. No, it's like X and Y is misunderstood because it was the first one in the 3DS for its Pokemon line, and it had a lot to work with, considering.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot of grinding, and it's like it's kind of fun, and then also
No,
you have to be in the right mood for it.
Yeah, but X and Y was pretty smooth in its pacing, pretty much. I didn't have to do much grinding. I played quite casually. As long as I got the right mindset of like, okay, I need Pokemon of this X, Y, whatever type, but most of the time I just caught a Pokemon that just fancied my eye pretty much, and just like, oh, I like the look of this one, I shall have you. As long as I had like team composition of just enough variety to compensate, I did alright. Okay. Mainly using Delphox 24/7 because, oh my god, a psychic fire type, that's a brilliant combination. Because psychic types are broken enough as is.
Yeah, I can see, because they probably have like crowd control and status debuff stuff.
Well, not just that, primarily. The original Pokemon games, like Pokemon Red and Blue, the psychic types were OP as all fuck. Like, holy shit. Because there was no counter for them. Not at all. And they just crit everything for no reason. So I was like, oh yeah, that's still lingering around. It's balanced now because of types and all that. Ghost types. But still, it's just like, this thing still one-ups everything else. I think the counter to ghost types was a dark type Pokemon, which isn't hard to find. Although the major issue is, I did have a Pokemon that I was supposed to be using as my dark type user, I think. The problem is, it was one of those Pokemon that had those stingy requirements for evolving, because of course it does. Mainly, there are still Pokemon that are in this damn library that still require you to trade it to evolve it. Fuck that. I still hate that mindset so much. I get it. I get it back then. It was to encourage people to trade. That was the whole mechanic of getting the red and blue version, the type exclusivities, and evolutionary stuff. But also, fuck that. Because, excuse me if I'm by myself.
Yeah, and you know, who could have thought that people would still continue to play these games at some point afterward? It's had that done on.
I mean, okay, thankfully nowadays, because of homebrew hacking, it is now much easier to just, you know, edit the thing to be what you want. Pretty much be like, okay, I'll just put in the marker of, yes, this Pokemon has been quote, traded, now it's allowed to evolve. I did...
No. You're a big variant of the thing I just thought.
Hospital. I will, well, not shamefully, but admit that I did use the editor quite immediately in the game, mainly because stickler for stubbornness. The Pokemon that I just talked about a minute ago, Delphox, which is the final evolution of the starter Pokemon you get, is a very obvious, like, the design of Delphox is like, this is a very female-looking Pokemon. Oh, what's the gender ratio to this? 90 to 10, whatever it was. Like, it will lean more towards male than female. Like, it's very rare to get a female Delphox. It's like, oh, fuck that. Ain't restarting the game just to have a chance for it to be female. I'll just quickly edit a thing. You don't mind that, do you? It doesn't change anything. It was just me being stubborn. Just like, no, I want this to be female. Fuck you. I think there's like a lot of Pokemon that has suffered from that problem where a very female dominant design ratio wise is mostly male. It's like,
Well, yeah.
oh shit.
Damn it, you jump so stupid when I'm in front of you.
Can you not use the dash on the ground?
Yeah, I can, but
That's a roll. That's not a dash.
I'm still learning my buttons. This is bad.
No, that's fine. Personally, I would have the hammer on B, but you know, you use whatever works. Or circle in your case. He's using a PlayStation 5 controller. I've got to remind everyone that.
Yeah. I grew up with PlayStation. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Thing is, though, with PlayStation and Xbox inputs, most of the time, the input-wise is exactly the same. It's just the symbol is different. That's it. After a while, at least with my experience, you get used to it and stop thinking about it. It's Nintendo that wants to be different.
Yeah. Like, this is because I pretty much had the PS3 controller for most of the time until it started to drift like hell, and maybe be related to the PC as well, but I just kind of internalized the Xbox layout as well, until I now actually have the new layout, and it's like, ooh. It's like, oh yeah, PlayStation button inputs, I remember these.
I'm back home. I'm not sure this is the right way. Must have thrown you off quite bad when you did use the 3DS's inputs, though.
That's because I can't get back up now again.
Wait, might as well just keep going. Wait, I think you can get back up. No, not from this angle, no. Alright, well, keep going. Ah, there it is.
Didn't they give it to you this early, really?
Oop.
I think my controller just died.
Always charge your controls. Well, it shouldn't change anything once you plug it in.
But it was because I wanted to play Hades too, and I literally came back to the second room and was like, well, no, I don't want to anymore.
Well,
yeah.
At least plug it in.
Yeah.
Always have the habit of just constantly having the thing plugged in.
The game is too short, so I can't do it while game.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think this is a good place to stop as I'm...
Yeah, fair. Can you do a manual save?
I think it auto-saves all the time, so...
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't be too far.
Alright, cool. Let me just go over here.
For some reason, that is in German. It's the only thing that's in German, I don't know.
Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so yeah, there's the thumbnail preview. Alright, that'll do for streams. Check back on Wednesday for more Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So till then, bye all.